Alabama Baptist, we continue to give you the stories on the ground here related to the aftermath of the tornado outbreak that we had on the last few days. And so we've been in Tuscaloosa, been in Cullman, most recently in St. Clair County, and now we're up in the Rainsville area, in the Geraldine area, and the Director of Missions for DeKalb Association is with me right now. That's Ken Clement, a local pastor from Crossville, Union Grove, Zach Richards, and they're going to give you an assessment related to what's happened here in this area during the aftermath of the storm. Ken, kind of give me the idea of what happened and what you're trying to do now.
Well, we had severe, of course, damage to property. There's businesses here in Rainsville totally destroyed. The Coliseum out here is severely damaged, and there's 30-something deaths. I ain't heard the upgrade this morning, but it was 36 yesterday just here in DeKalb County, and a lot of those were here in the Rainsville area. And I know 2 or 3 of the families involved. It had families. In fact, one of our pastors, Brother David Harrison's mother, was killed.
I talked to David earlier today.
And so we're getting set up now with our disaster food trailer you see behind us here, and so we're getting that in operation, and we're just trying to coordinate. We've got chainsaw crews out working already. We've had volunteers work at the fire department here. Yes, where we fed people yesterday, just with local volunteers, and so that's where we are right now. We're sort of still in the organizing stage and getting all the logistics taken care of.
Absolutely fine. Thank you, Ken, for the fine work you're doing. And with me also, as I've mentioned, is Zach Richards, a pastor at Union Grove and Crossville. He's one of the chaplains and also does other things in disaster relief. And from a pastor's standpoint, kind of tell the people of Alabama Baptist and beyond how you feel and how things are going in relationship to recovery and restoration.
Well, in Crossville, we're very blessed that we weren't faced with very much in the way of actual disaster. We've got some power outages and all down there. Most of the damage is confined more up to the west and north of where we are. But on both sides of the coin, as a pastor, you're saddened for the loss of life that we've had and for the devastation that the families have faced. But also at the same time, you're blessed by the outpouring of support from neighbors just showing the love of Jesus Christ by being the hands and feet and loving our neighbor as ourselves. And it's just been a great blessing to see people really responding and helping one another. And it's great that Alabama Baptist can be involved through our disaster relief, and I really appreciate all that the disaster relief efforts are accomplishing up here.
As you can tell, these are 2 of the finest that we have in disaster relief work, and I want to say to you on behalf of these and others that we thank you for your gifts through the cooperative program and 2 disaster relief offerings, which makes this kind of ministry possible. And do be praying now for these in this area. You've heard about the devastation, the loss of life, and it's a tremendously large landscape of area. As I've said so many times, this is our Katrina. So give faithfully through the cooperative program and to disaster relief. Also, when you can, be available for disaster relief training, because this will not be in the future, will not be our last disaster, and we'll need your help in the future. So you seek training, and also where you can be a hand and a touch for Christ and a cup of cold water in Jesus' name to those who need it. Thank you and God bless. Thank you for your Great Commission ministries and Alabama Baptist Life. God bless.